Kim Jong-un surrounds himself with luxury, owning a collection of cars from brands such as Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and Mercedes, which contrasts with the country's poverty. One of the cars, gifted by the dictator from Libya, was worth more than $1 million and became a symbol of the extravagance of the leader's palaces. The leader's palaces are equipped with swimming pools, bowling alleys, and golf courses that serve as private entertainments for the state elite. Elite menus served in private restaurants offer Western dishes and alcoholic beverages that are unavailable to ordinary citizens. Private airplanes and helicopters provide the leader with international mobility and the luxury of travel away from official constraints. Luxury watches form one of the largest collections, celebrated as part of status and lavish displays of wealth. The daily menu includes exclusive meats and seafood that contrast sharply with the chronic food shortages faced by the majority. Jewelry and watches received from foreign donors bolster the leader's prestige and reinforce diplomatic relationships. The leader spends vacations in seaside residences with private protection and full catering, isolating the family from the state's realities. Despite international sanctions, state channels supply the elite with imported wines and top-quality spirits. Kim Jong-un issues death sentences against political opponents, meaning that the real threat to life also affects elites and relatives. Public executions are used as spectacular demonstrations of power intended to frighten society and deter dissent. The policy of collective punishment includes penalties for 3 successive generations, resulting in multi-generational exclusion of families. The leader personally watches executions and approves repressions, adding severity to the ritual and building a cult of fear. The state has created an extensive surveillance system that monitors citizens' daily lives and restricts the private sphere. Informing has been institutionalized, and anyone can come under suspicion for an inappropriate word or gesture. Restrictions on contacts with foreigners are severe and serve to control information flow and eliminate external influences. Censorship covers art and culture, which must glorify the ruling family and exclude content contrary to the ideology. The authorities issue orders for relocations and deportations of entire communities, changing the demographics of regions for political control. The death penalty for watching media content from South Korea shows how far the severity of cultural bans extends. The regime invests enormous resources in developing a nuclear arsenal and ballistic missiles, which raises tensions on the international stage. Missile tests take place despite international bans and resolutions, exposing the country to further sanctions and isolation. Special bunkers and shelters for the elite are created as safeguards in case of conflict, underlining the distance from the populace. A fleet of armored vehicles and helicopters serves to protect the leader and to manifest force, often visible during military parades. Surveillance systems cover cities and regions, and their expansion keeps citizens in a constant sense of being watched. The leader's private military unit performs protective and loyalty functions independent of regular army structures. Mass military displays and parades aim to intimidate internal enemies and to show military potential to the world. The construction of prop-like housing estates modeled on Western towns serves propaganda, demonstrating fictitious prosperity. Police blockades and border controls are widespread, preventing freedom of movement and the escape of potential dissidents. Kim Jong-un has a fondness for video games and computers, which is atypical given the militaristic image of the leader. He is passionate about basketball and NBA games, which has translated into visible public interest in the sport among the elite circle. Playing golf on private guarded courses has become one of the symbols of luxury and isolation from everyday problems. A love of Jindo dogs and ownership of several luxurious specimens fits the leader's private tastes and image. Collecting paintings and sculptures reflects an attempt to build representative culture consistent with ideological narratives. Private boat races and extreme sports are organized as entertainment for the elite and as public displays of power. Watches and technological gadgets belong to obsessive collections that are displayed on official occasions and presentations. Regular visits to factories and farms take on the character of inspections, serving propaganda and creating the image of an active leader. Spending on hotels, resorts, and private residences confirms that state resources are sometimes directed to the comfort of elites. The domination of imagery through mass portraits and symbols in public spaces reinforces the central role of the individual. Missile tests are used as an instrument of pressure in international negotiations, putting regional security into question. Refusal to cooperate on humanitarian issues is sometimes used as a tool of pressure to force political concessions. Sending agents and spies abroad serves to collect information and maintain political influence on the world stage. Smuggling networks supplying luxury goods operate despite sanctions, maintaining the elite's access to foreign delicacies. The leader's public statements often contradict facts and generate confusion, while simultaneously serving as an element of strategic disinformation.